What the heck is Formula One?
Pole position, strategy,
yachts and parties,
safety car, Ferrari.
beautiful corners.
Oh, right, okay. There's a car in front of you. Try and overtake it.
Oh, I hate you so much.
Hello, you fools. Welcome back to another Formula Fools podcast. This is episode 32 out of 34.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the third to last. This is the Christmas Eve of our podcasts.
Yep. Of this series of podcasts, I suppose. I'm sure we'll do more after the 34th.
Of this, yeah. Go Disc.
Yeah. Probably do something about the Melbourne Grand Prix or something.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, maybe if we ever get there. Had a DM last night. Someone was like, Disco, please tell me you're joking on the podcast and you actually have sorted your travel plans for the Melbourne Grand Prix.
Not at all.
Not at all. It is Monday the 2nd. We need to be there in 4 days.
And we have nothing. We haven't organised anything.
Yeah, it's like everything. All of the listen. We've bought the Lego set. We've opened the bags, but the Lego is on the floor.
You know what I always say, mate? The cheapest flights are the day before.
Yes, I've heard that. Especially with everything that's going down in the Middle East, that's going to make flights way cheaper because not everyone's not going to be scrambling to get last minute flights.
Oh yeah, fuck. Got to account for that.
Well, we'll figure it out. Okay, so what is 34 and 34? If you haven't been listening and you've been living under a rock for the last month. We are doing, yeah, exactly. We have been doing 34 episodes in 34 days. Obviously, it's episode 32, so it's the 32nd day in a row that we have released an episode. The last 20 odd have been, the last 20, this is the 20th driver, have been around the drivers. We then did a little livery review, spoke about our favorite liveries and things like that. And then we did the 11 teams that are on the grid for the 2026 season. This is all in preparation for you and for Skin to learn a little bit more for this year. If you didn't know, this is Skin.
Hello, I'm Skin.
Threw your curveball there again.
Yep. Thank you, Dave. Yep. I don't know much about F1. I knew nothing about F1 until I met Dave, and he has dragged me into it and by just sort of talking about nothing else, which is great.
And now it's 6 a.m. and you're tired and you don't want to be here, and now we're talking about F1.
Yeah, exactly. But no, yeah, it's been a good little series. I've enjoyed our chats and learning a bit about what the hell's going to happen next year. So
go Skin.
Let's do it some more, shall we? Who are we talking about today?
We're talking about Arvid. I always had an N. Yeah. Arvid Lindblad, who is the newest driver to the sport, is the only rookie of the 2026 season.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, we had 6 last year.
Yeah, weren't there millions last year?
Doohan got punted fairly early. And the rest of them stayed. So, yeah. Okay. So, basically, within the last 2 years now, 7 new drivers. That's quite wild. So, there's only 22 total on the grid.
Yeah, okay. Is it? Yeah, okay. So, like I've watched 2 or 3 years of F1 and had 2 years with rookies. Is it unusual to see rookies come in?
No, it happens every...
Would you say there's a rookie every year? Or
no, certainly not every year. And I kind of said this last year. I didn't expect Yuki Tsunoda to get punted, so I wasn't expecting to see a new rookie this year. But I don't think, depending on how Arvind goes, I don't think we'll see a rookie next year.
Okay.
Just unless Ferrari do absolute dog shit or Ferrari win the championship and Lewis goes, you know what? I'm good. I'm going to leave. Then we might, but we'll see. We'll see. Right. I doubt we will. So yeah, Arvid Lindblad is the newest name on the grid. He's a very good looking chap as well.
Okay.
Holy Moses. Every time I see a photo of him, I'm like, this guy's either destined to be a Formula One driver or a model. They're his two model. Yeah, they're his 2 career paths. Model or Formula One driver.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Well,
very good looking bloke.
I guess he made the first one.
Yeah.
Work, I suppose.
Yeah, well done, Arvid. So he is from the United Kingdom. Date of birth is the 8th of the... No way, the 8th of the 8th, 2007. He's got the same birthday as my dad. Obviously not 2007.
That would be concerning.
Wow, my dad was the 8th of the 8th as well.
Okay.
Nice. He's 18 years old going into this season, so he will be turning 18 in 2026. Oh, that's wild, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess that's...
Wait, no, that's not true. That's 2007. No, he'll be turning... So he's 18 now. He'll turn 19 this year.
Okay.
I read this completely wrong. Well, it just says 18 in 26, so I guess going into 26. His F1 debut year is 2026. He's obviously the new rookie. We just spoke about that. Teams he's driven for so far, Racing Bulls, he has had 0 race starts, 0 wins, 0 podiums, 0 pole positions, and 0 championships.
What a career. Look at him go.
He is flying.
Mate, I'll tell you what he is. He is faultless.
Yeah, absolutely
he has not
faultless.
made a mistake yet.
Yeah, literally, like his win ratio, fucking one. It's 100% at the moment.
Mate, yep, incredible.
You win 100% of the races you don't enter. Okay, so why is Arvind? Why has he been given the step up? Why has he got the opportunity through Red Bull to race for their junior team with Racing Bulls?
Mm-hmm.
Early career stuff. I'll jump into that, and then any questions you've got, Skin, unless you've got one before I get into that.
No, well, I feel like you're already answering my main question. I mean, you can tell me about his career, but I guess my one and only question really is like, why is he here? What happened? Why is he the man for the job, sort of thing? So
go Skin. Yeah. Well, in my opinion, Yuki was a great man for the job. I don't know why he got replaced. Maybe they think Arvind is better. I mean, they must do because they've replaced him. So let's have a look at why that is the case. His early years, he started in motocross at the age of 3. And then switched to competitive karting at the age of 5.
Mm-hmm.
So think about this. Maeve is 1.
Yes.
Just over 1.
Yep.
She's halfway to starting her motocross career.
Yeah, I know, mate. I'm already planning it out.
Sure.
She's going to be in the F1.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, mate, I would froth that. As long as she remembers old Skin and Dave from Formula Fools when she gets there. I mean, it'd be hard for her to forget you. You're a dad.
Well, you never know.
So yeah, switched to competitive karting at the age of 5. Quite an early age to switch over. Quite an early age to get started with like being 3 and you straight away you're on a motor vehicle, and then age of 5 is quite standard for go-karting.
Yep.
3 is potentially quite standard for go-karting when you look at the likes of like Max Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, and drivers like that. His mentorship, he worked with Formula E driver Owen Rowland from the age of 9. Which is crazy to me because a 9-year-old being mentored by a Formula E driver, Formula E feels like it's still brand new. And yet a Formula E driver mentored this kid that's now in Formula 1.
That is weird.
It makes me feel so old.
Yeah, right.
And then his championships, he became British Cadet Champion in 2019, which is a go-karting championship back in England. His dominance, he won the WSK Super Master Series in the OKJ class. No fucking clue what any of that shit means, but I'm going to assume go-karting in 2020. And then he won the WSK Euro Series Final Cup in 2021. So a very good like karting career, very good early stuff in go-karts. But how did he get into Formula 1? He joined the Red Bull Junior team in 2021. 2021?
Yeah.
At the age of 13. Now he's in F1.
Yeah.
Wasn't 21 like 3 days ago?
Yeah, it feels like it, doesn't it? That is bizarre. That's so strange.
I remember 2020 coming and everyone being like, new decade, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah. And like
we're over halfway through it now.
COVID was 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
Which feels like yesterday.
Yeah.
How things.
We just lost 6 years of our lives.
Carry on. Yeah.
It just disappeared. So he joined the Red Bull Junior program at the age of 13 and quickly had success in Formula 4. So he was in Formula 4 in 22 and 23. He debuted.
Well done.
Almost messed it up again. In the Italian Formula 4 in 2022. And in 2023, he competed in Formula 4 UEA. And he took quite a few wins that season, did very well in Formula 4 and really like set his name up. In Formula 3 in 2024, he made a major splash, becoming the youngest ever Formula 3 sprint winner on his debut in Bahrain. So first ever race in Formula 3, bang, goes and wins a sprint race.
What?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Yeah. Weapon. He also noted he also noted a double win, sprint and the feature race over a Formula 3 race weekend in Silverstone. So at his home Grand Prix. So
yeah,
very well done for him.
He was the first ever person to do it in F3.
Oh,
sprint and feature race.
Didn't know that. They've not been doing sprints for that many years. So the likes of Lewis Hamilton.
Mate, they've been doing it for hundreds of years.
Oh, hundreds of years. Yeah, go skiing, of course.
Huge stat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just found that a fun little tidbit.
Yeah, no, that is very good. Well, again, this just shows why he got his promotion into Formula 1 because not many drivers achieve that in Formula. Like Formula 3 is a very
Spilled my coffee everywhere.
Oh, Skin. I did that a few episodes ago and then changed. Luckily, it was right before the pod and I got to change my t-shirt.
Damn it.
Yeah, there's a big stain.
Big stain on my shirt. I don't have another shirt. Carry on.
Oh, Skin. There's plenty on that rack over there. Formula Fools one. Get it on. Website should be launched by this weekend, hopefully. I've almost finished it. I love that midway through this pod, I'm just gonna cut and then you're going to have Chase t-shirts. And we cut back to the podcast and skin looks the exact same. Nothing has changed here.
Oh, yeah.
We are just a smooth operation.
Oh, yeah. Carlos Sainz.
Yeah, so that's quite a big achievement doing that in Formula 3 because Formula 3 is quite a competitive, all of them are quite competitive, probably they're probably all more competitive than Formula 1 because everyone's really real eager and the cars are probably a little closer. So to do that in Formula 3 is very impressive.
Okay.
I didn't know that. So well done, Skin.
Good on him.
And well done, Arvid. In Formula 2, 2024, 2025, he moved over, racing quite late in 24, so he didn't get a full season there. And then in 2025, he had a full season and he became the youngest ever race winner in Formula 2 history at the Jeddah Sprint, showing his speed with pole position and then finishing his 2025 season with a few more wins in the bag. Now, it is also fun to note that he did also cause quite a lot of crashes in Formula 2 last year.
Did he?
And he pile-drived quite hard into the side or the rear of quite a lot of cars.
Oh.
Yes.
What did he do that for?
Potentially forgot that he had a brake pedal and just decided, you know what, I'm going to use these cars as brakes. And there was quite a lot of memes last year when he was announced that were like, this is our one and only rookie of 2026. Good luck, everyone.
Okay.
And it was just a compilation of his crashes. In all fairness, the likes of Yuki Tsunoda had a shit ton of crashes in his rookie career. And when he got to Formula 1, he had quite a lot of crashes. So, it's not unheard of. It happens, especially when you push into the limit. Like you can lock tires, you can have failures, you can clip the grass, you can just misjudge it. It can definitely happen. It's part of the learning curve. But it begs the question of, are Red Bull rushing him to Formula 1 too early? And should he have one more year in Formula 2? Or is it the right time and he's actually going to thrive under the pressure? All of these questions will be answered this season, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But it's certainly, we've certainly got to keep an eye on young Arvid. Fuck.
Okay. Yeah, right. Interesting. I guess I feel like there are more crashes in F2 than F1. Is that fair to say? Just in general?
Yeah. The cars are a lot lighter, more nimble, and the drivers are pushing to prove a point more. So I feel like, it's kind of expected.
The other thing that begs the question about why he's sort of the man for the job in F1 is he didn't win F2. I think he finished 6th and 5th or 6th. Yeah. And he didn't win F3. It was something similar. Like he's had race wins, which is exciting.
Yeah.
And he was like the youngest ever race winner in these championships. But presumably just because his career got so fast tracked after like a decent karting career and joining Red Bull, I suppose.
Yeah.
But he hasn't ended up winning any of those championships. So like why would he have been selected as opposed to, say, the 5 people that finish ahead of him in F2?
It's a good point, and this often happens. It comes down to funding, sponsorships, what junior program you're on usually, and then also what seats are available in Formula 1. Kimi Antonelli didn't win a championship. Ollie Bearman didn't win a championship. They both got promoted into Formula 1. We see it time and time again, and teams have their own metrics on how they measure the success and the learning curve of these drivers. Kimi and Ollie, I think, was a bit more obvious. They had their raw talent for me. You could see it early on, and when they were in Formula 2, the consistency in the racecraft and things like that was probably more consistent than Arvid's was. But nevertheless, he's still a weapon of a driver, and going out and winning on debut in Formula 3 is huge. But then this also is why I look at the likes of Gabriele Bortoleto and I'm like, that guy was a weapon, because he not only won on debut, but he won the championship on debut for Formula 3 and Formula 2. So Arvid is a very good driver. There's no doubt about that. But I definitely would have loved to see him have one better season in either Formula 3 or Formula 2.
Okay.
Formula 3, he only had 1 year in there, and then Formula 2, he had a few races at the end of 24 and then all of 25. And it would have just been good for him to be there in 26, potentially win the championship, or at least battle for the championship, know what that's like, and then get the promotion.
Yeah, okay.
But they just didn't want Yuki for some reason.
All right.
Yeah. So it's a very weird junior career, but he definitely has a resume that would suggest that he deserves to be in F1 as a rookie. Whether that comes to fruition or not, we will see. So 2026 and beyond, where is he at? What's he doing? And what have we got to look out for? I just kind of said there a little bit we really need to see him progressing with his racecraft, with his wheel-to-wheel combat and things like that. Like we need to watch his progression quite carefully in terms of the nuances of it. Like if he's finishing last every race, brilliant, who cares? But if he's finishing last every race and not crashing, brilliant. Like that's exactly what we want. But if he's finishing last because he's crashing into people or because he's span off or because he's, making all these stupid mistakes and it keeps consistently happening, then it's not a good junior career and he will probably be dropped fairly quickly.
Yeah, okay.
So for him, it's really just like get in, don't think about position results, just think about consistently showing up, showing it through the data that you're improving race on race or session on session as well. Like even practice 1 to practice 2 through to a qualifying, through to a race. Like prove that you can work with a team and work on a car to understand how this car can suit your driving style or how your driving style can suit the car. And that's all Red Bull will be looking out for and Racing Bulls will be looking out for.
Mm-hmm.
To us as fans, if he does finish 20th, don't judge him too quickly. There will be shit happening in the background. We need to kind of, with people like Kimi, I've said the first 10 races or the first 5 races are important. With Arvid, it's more like if Red Bull give him the space, it's more like, let's see how he goes in 15, 20 races time, like towards the end of the season. Let's see how he's gone and see where he's at. Mm. If he finishes 20th for the first 10, and then the next 5, he finishes in the top 6, fucking perfect. That's progression. It shows that he's building towards something.
Yeah. Yeah, top 6s would be nice.
Go skiing.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
there's not much. Iconic moments for this driver. I think this is quite a funny iconic moment. So in 2021, Arvid was only 14 years old and he was, I don't know exactly what it was. I think it was like some sort of, it might have been a go-karting event that Lando Norris was kind of going to. We know he loves his go-karting, especially in the UK. He goes to a lot of the go-karting tracks and goes and watches and supports some of the juniors over there. Lando Norris was at a go-karting event and Arvid Lindblad was there as well. He goes over to Lando and said, Lando, I really want you to remember me because I'm going to see you on the F1 grid in 5 years' time. 5 years' time, he's on the F1 grid. The balls on that 14-year-old.
That is crazy.
You know what I mean, metaphorically.
Yes, sure. That is unreal.
Yeah.
That is some serious confidence.
Yeah.
Look at him go.
I quite like that.
How did he possibly... That's such a bold prediction.
I'm sure that this shit happens a lot and there's a lot of kids that will say to F1 drivers, I'm going to be on F1. I'm going to be in F1. I'm sure that happens quite a lot.
Yeah. But
it's just when it happens, when they say it and then it actually comes true, it's quite a fun story. Yeah, I remember like Lewis Hamilton, this is quite similar to a Lewis Hamilton story. Like he was picked up by British media from a very young age. Like Anthony Hamilton, his dad was very good at getting like the BBC and other news broadcasters around Lewis's story through his junior career. Around the time when he was picked up from McLaren, and then when he got picked up from McLaren, it was ramped up a little bit. But Lewis did a similar interview where they were like, what's the goal of this? And he's stood next to his go-kart. He's a little kid with like an Ayrton Senna kind of helmet, and he's like, I'm going to be F1 world champion. And it was like this like really funny interview of this little kid just like with this dream, and it was just like there was no question in that kid's mind, like in Lewis's mind at that time. Like he was like, that's his goal in life. Yeah, and he was like fucking 8 years old or some shit. Wow. And so, yeah, it's quite a similar story to that, which is quite fun to see.
Yeah, that's cool. And yeah, I mean, just generally reading about Arvid, it sounds like he's had a similar attitude his whole life. Like I think you said he got into karting at like 5 and he said in an interview, he's pretty much just decided he was going to be in the F1 since then and has done like just strictly worked towards that his whole life. So it's cool to see it come to fruition. And
yeah, definitely. I feel like we see it over in Australia quite a lot with cricketers or AFL players and things like that. I feel like I see a lot of like younger AFL players that are just like they've worked their entire life to get to that point.
Yeah.
And like even I think being around you boys more, I see it more with cricket, like with a lot of like yours and Lee's friends that have made it to Australia or to the Big Bash or whatever. It's like they've dedicated their lives to this one sport.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool to see what people can do when they're like focused on something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always got distracted by like footy and stuff and never like, did all these other little side quests and ended up being shit at everything. People that like focus on stuff are quite impressive.
Yeah. I also think that's quite in Formula One, it's quite you get kind of a split. You get these people that are born to race and that have this like natural talent and natural ability. I think the Ayrton Senna Netflix series that they did, that not the documentary, but the actual like series that they did, like the what would you call it? Like the drama series that they did. It documents that quite well with Ayrton. When he was a kid, he would race pedal go-karts around his village, and his mum and dad tried to there was nothing they could do to stop him. Like he just wanted to race. He had this natural talent of just racing, like moving things. And I think there's two types of drivers. There's that, or there's drivers that just they're so dedicated to achieve the goal that that's their only focus. They work hard on being able to craft that talent.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of drivers that are like that second one, and Arvid seems to have that mindset. So good on him. Well, anyway, that is all we've got time for Arvid Lindblad. If you have enjoyed this episode, if you've got anything you would like to say about Arvid, then please drop it in the comments below. We would love to hear about it. And yeah, just watch his season quite closely, because I've got a feeling he's gonna do well, hopefully, fingers crossed, or do really shit, and we're going to see a lot of crashes and a lot of drama. So it's going to be interesting to watch either way. But hopefully he has a good career ahead of him. Another Brit on the track as well.
Yeah. Cool. See you tomorrow.